that we're live, right? Yes, we're live. Oh, we're live. And for those of you that's here in Broderick Park, and now I'm going to have my partner in crime, Michelle, with a poet of her own.
Woo!
Gracias, Eileen. All right, so those of you who know me, you know that I'm a visual artist, but I do dabble in a little bit of poetry every once in a while. And so I wanted to share two poems. One that both I read in Poesía Pride with Rachel Robles, an amazing poet, local poet here, and a wonderful community collaborator. And so I'm going to read two. Hopefully they're not too long for you. One is based on this artwork. This is one of my photographs, and it's based on this photograph. And the other one is just based on my life. So here we go. Yo soy 2.0. Yo soy la hija de dos boricuas de Nueva York, New Ricans, taínos, femenina, feminista. They pulled me up. Y mi abuela, mami, abuelo y Ángel, they grew me up. Mi gente. Todos ellos eran mi gente. Their touch, their laughs, their love, their cooking, their smells, their voices, their aim when they threw their chancleta. Todo eso está en mi mente. Fort Washington, Dykeman, Audubon Avenue, Spanish Harlem, El Bronx. Familia galore. Las mujeres cuidándome, los hombres comiendo y riendo conmigo. All of them invested in this gordi de oro, like a telenovela sponsored by Banco Popular. Michelle, don't change the channel. Mija, no lo cambia. Titi, too many to name. Lifting me up on a pedestal of love, pinning their hopes and dreams to me like a capia at my prima's quinceañera. Guarding my future with no shame, protecting me like that pit bull who bit that poor boy across the street. Dale, dale, dale. Tú lo tienes, mamita. This gordi de oro rising up on the backs of tired, hardworking feminists. Feminists who did not know what a feminist was. And with their hands in my hands, I rose. I rise and I still fly. With their bombas and their plenas playing deep in my heart. It is their beats that jettison me, alone, above the stratosphere. Ancestors passing through, leaving me gifts of memories. Ancestors, black, brown, white, red, kings, queens, masters, the enslaved, the abused, drug users, pushers, bankers, coin collectors, garbage collectors, calling collect from jail, guardian angels, me. I rose, I floated above doubts, I blew by misogyny, I breathed by judgment, but like a feather that seduces the air and loses its grace in flight to gravity, I got grounded. And my reality, the reality of my family, of my people, hit me hard like Hurricane Maria across my beloved island. Followed by a hit on my conscience, delivered by a roll of bounty paper towels. So entonces, hacen un favor, si no te gustan mis palabras, mis pensamientos, o mis sentimientos, vete pa' carajo. Thank you. I'll translate that later. Okay, so the second one that I wrote is called Barrio Hierarchy, and that's based on this artwork right here. This is my photograph. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 steps up, crumbling. Concrete's underneath me. The dust kicks back on the faces of my primitos and primitas de Nueva York. No te preocupes. They're used to dust in their faces. Some more than others, depending on where they live, how they look, how much they make. Pobrecitos. Big city life. Puedo tenerlo. Yo vivo aquí en el barrio, donde no hay buena hierba. Grass dried up, leaving cracks that grow weeds and hide lizards and bugs. Tupac's rose is not growing here, but this is my playground and this is my queendom. Yo soy la reina de estas ruinas. Y hazme un favor, no le digas a mami, porque ya tú sabes. This is my home. And when you leave us again with a mess to clean and some money for our hospitality, I am here keeping watch, melting in the rising heat where the humidity thirsts for water. Nos vemos, familia. See you next year. I won't tell you that I wish I could go, so I'll save you my tear, because it is here where I belong until the next storm. Una atormentado por tormentas, viviendo la vida del barrio. And there it is. Thank you. All right. So now I'm so happy to. Oh, Eileen's got this. She's gonna close this up, and then we got El Batey, and I'm so excited. The fellas are behind me. What's up, guys? All right. So I'm so excited. So you ready? Oh, yes, Eileen is reminding me that we have a big event fundraiser September 17th at Asbury Hall. Tickets are online. You can scan it. We have a scanning QR code. We can give you all sorts of information. Please, we would love for you to come down. It would be great. You'll see some of us again, but much more glamorous. Okay.
Me again, and they're to accompany me. We have the guys from El Batey. Thank you for accompanying me. Woo! Yeah, woo, woo, woo! Let's give it up. So now I'm gonna talk about Luis Pales Matos. Was born in Guayama, Puerto Rico, 1898 until 1959. Luis Pales Matos was one of the biggest influencers and our influencers. You see, we have influencers on that time too, but now, but it was not live like we are doing now, right? Well, it was live in the real life. But anyhow, so this is a very important poem that he calls Majestad Negra, and that is Black Majesty. And I'm going to do a little analysis of this poem first before saying the poem, so you can understand where we're going with this. So like I said, the title is Majestad Negra. It says Black Majesty. What does Black Majesty mean, or what it stands for? It is a descriptive poem that in each verse indicates the movement of the Black woman in her sensual, flirtatious, and sexual dance. The skill with which she moves in each rhythm of the dance without leaving it. The title is literally and cultural. The authors refers to the dance and the Black race at all times. I'm going to share with you a little vocabulary, so when I say it, you might understand. Safra, that means sugarcane harvest. Hip, of course you know what that is. The female hips, but in this one, is generally bulky and juicy. You like that, huh? Grinding. Grinding is that too, but in this one is grinding some corn. Tortola is the largest island of the British Virgin Island. Uganda, country located in the center of Africa. Calenda, sensual dance of black slaves from the Antilles. Nyangiga, related to black slaves. Mulatto, we are a lot of that. Mulattoes are a dark person born from the union of a person of black race and another of white race. Cocolos, black from the Lesser Antilles, the smaller ones. Theme, in this one is the dance of the blacks. The subject of the poems deal with the dance performed by black living in the Antilles, such as Puerto Rico, Santo Domingo, and Cuba. In this poem, the author described the Antilles and the black race. The interpretation of the poem interpret the poem as jubilant tribute to the sensual beauty of the black woman, and if the author wanted to lead readers to admire and respect black people for their greatness, and to respect all women of all colors. That's my part.
Woo!
Let's say woo it once again.
Hey!
Okay, here we go. Por la encendida calle antillana, bate bandumba de la quimbamba, rumba macumba candombe bámbula, rumba macumba candombe bámbula. Entre dos filas de negras caras, ante ello un congo, gongo y maraca, ritmo una conga bomba que bamba, culipandeando, la reina avanza y de su inmensa grupa resbalan meneos cachondos que el Congo cuaja, y en ríos de azúcar y de melaza, prieto trapiche de sensual trafa, el caderamen, de esos hay mucho, masa con masa, exprime ritmos, suda que sangra, y la molienda, ay, y la molienda culmina en danza por la encendida calle antillana. Bate bandumba de la quimbamba, flor de tórtola, rosa de Uganda. Por ti crepican bombas y bámbulas, por ti en calendas desenfrenadas. Quema la antilla su sangre ñáñiga, Haití te ofrece sus calabazas. Fogosos rones te da Jamaica, y Cuba te dice, dale mulata. Y Puerto Rico, ay, melao que me lamba. Sus micolocos de negras caras, tronad tambores. Vibrad maracas, por la encendida calle antillana. Rumba macumba candombe bámbula, rumba macumba candombe bámbula. Bate bandumba de la quimbamba. Thank you. And now I'm gonna let you with Michelle once again, and she's gonna talk about a little bit of what we are doing here, our event once again, and then she will introduce the batey.
Thank you, Eileen.
So thank you, everyone. El Batey, when you're ready, come on up. We're ready for you to get ready. We just want to thank you for being here and joining us today. I want to thank George. Where's George? I want to thank George. He's around here somewhere. And my friend Chris and Barb and the rest of Friends of Broderick Park, who allowed me to bring in my beautiful Latino arts community into Beats and Bites, which happens every Thursday. So thank you, George, and the rest of Friends of Broderick Park, which I am part of. I am also part of Los Artistas. I have many shirts on today. So while they're getting ready, please remember to support all your local arts organizations, your Latino arts organizations, your Black arts organizations, all of the arts organizations that do not get the kind of props that they should normally get. So we want to make sure, Alma. So we want to make sure we celebrate them. There are a lot of talented people of color in this city, and we want to celebrate and uplift that. And I also want to thank Friends of Broderick Park. This is a park that is underutilized. It is a beautiful park with incredible history, connected to the Underground Railroad, connected to our Native American sisters and brothers. And this is a park that really should be recognized and appreciated.